So earlier I made a video on the 2D clothing update that got released yesterday, and how there's this whole frankly low IQ rally where everyone's under belief that we apparently won the battle, but not the war. However, Roblox manufactured their own loss on purpose since the very beginning by dropping the upload via at the very last second, just so we could be satisfied at the expense of the actual 2D clothing designers who are still stuck dealing with a very unprofitable revenue split. And yeah, no, we did not win that battle regarding 2D clothing fees, and I'm pretty sure we were never even going to win it anyway, because the people in charge already have their minds made up from the beginning, and they know exactly how to manipulate the feedback cycle to get their way. But a battle we probably could win is actually taking place right now on a much larger scale regarding the corporate nightmare the platforms facing with mainstream creators who are trying to bring their music and personal brands to the game for a quick payday, because communities finally started to push back against these tone-deaf corporate sponsorships in a way that actually threatens the future of their entire business model for events going forward. This whole new situation revolves around BBNo, who's a very popular rapper with a fan base that basically overlaps with a gaming and younger demographic that Roblox is trying to target for events and brand sponsorships. So he went on YouTube to pitch the idea of throwing a virtual concert on their platform to see if his fans would be interested in attending an event like that to listen to his music while playing a game with their friends online. If we look back at the history of these events on the platform, we can easily see how they usually turn into total disasters, where the people end up being very upset with what they're giving to play after weeks of heavy marketing. These virtual events involving other mainstream pop stars and crossover events were literally made fun of by our player base for being very buggy and low effort corporate cash grabs that did not provide any real entertainment for the people participating in them while expecting something much better. People were definitely annoyed by these previous events because of the bad execution and the frustration over things like lagging or looking unfinished when they were promised a really good experience by the developers who hyped it up for weeks on end. However, the whole reaction to BBNo proposing a concert is really different from those past situations, because instead of dealing with people complaining about the bad graphics or server lag, you have this whole rally from his own fans in the comment section of his video. And me personally, I didn't even expect it to get this huge, because usually when a big creator announces something like this, the worst thing you see in the comments is people calling it cringe or making fun of how the game looks. Normally the pushback just stays inside his own bubble, where players are just annoyed by the cash grab, but this time the warning actually went completely mainstream. And literally everyone was begging him to boycott the platform entirely and wanting him to stay far away from any potential collaboration because of the very notorious child-safety controversies that keep making headlines across the internet. So the community's actually hit a breaking point with the platform when mainstream celebrities tries to profit off a place that fails to protect kids and bad actors from the surfers. His fans were very clear that associating with the brand right now is a terrible idea, and they focused heavily on the ethical issues rather than the quality of the game itself or how the virtual concert would actually look if it went through it inside the contract. And it seems everyone is focused on the infamous secret record of the company and how they poorly handle moderation on their own platform rather than just being picky about the aspects of a virtual concert taking place in a basic game meant for younger audiences. Now, over the past few years, Roblox has always been trying to position itself as a premium destination for mainstream brand deals as a way to appease their investors, while the actual players are wanting celebrities to stay away for the sake of their own personal reputations. And it got so bad that a whole lot of people outside the main player base are finally starting to connect the dots regarding the recent government complaints and the lawsuits involving severe moderation failures that have been widely reported on over the last few weeks. Because of these huge child safety failures and illegal trouble the company is facing, it has become a known fact that being publicly associated with the platform in general nowadays is extremely radioactive for anyone with a mainstream following or brand to protect from public backlash. When your own fans are warning you that taking a sponsorship deal will do a lot of damage against their moral standing to the public, it proves that the corporate monetization strategy is literally collapsing under the weight of their own controversies and the troubled PR decisions they made over the past few years. The platform is spending all this time and money trying to court big influencers for these crossover events, but the people running the business are yet to realize that the massive negative perception is basically ruining their ability to actually sell these partnerships as a good thing for the creators involved in the long run. Now, this actually means a whole lot for the broader creator economy, because taking a brand deal with a platform used to be very easy and up for grabs that brought in a lot of money with very little risk attached to it for the influencers taking a corporate deal. And right now, any influencer or artist has a carefully weighted corporate payout that they're all being offered against a huge backlash will suffer from a pretty informed audience that knows all about the ongoing lawsuits and the safety failures happening behind the scenes on a daily basis. But we have to remember that this unified pushback only serves as a winning battle unless BBNo just follows suit anyway, despite everyone telling him not to, because the money they're offering him probably might be too good to pass up for his career right now, so who knows. Though nonetheless, if mainstream artists decide to ignore the radioactivity of the platform just to secure a quick paycheck, then the corporate machine will just keep turning, and the company will never actually have to change their ways or address the real problems in the player base at the end of the day when all is said and done. They cannot patch a broken reputation with fake community wins or a clever marketing spin, because their brand is way too toxic right now, and until they fix the core safety issues, they will remain a liability for any creator who actually values the trust of their audience going forward into the future. Now, if you want to look more into how the 2D clothing situation has always been manufactured by Roblox from the start, then click the video on the left right now.